Hey, welcome back. I'm into the Paper Mario. I don't know if it's kind of annoying that I just ignore them talking and what they're saying, but I have to. I can't read it. I can't read and talk about my stuff. I have religious notes. I did a good job this week. I haven't talked too much about. I felt like last week it was every day religion. I don't know. I feel like my perspective. Oh, what am I doing? Keeps you from being hit by first strike. The more damage Mario takes, the more coins he receives. I'll save it. Whoa, I want that one. Okay. I feel like my perspectives on religion are maybe a little bit interesting. I don't know. Just because, even if they're totally wrong and dumb, at least they're interesting because I feel like you don't hear people talk like me very often. Like a person who's a Christian but who's also like, maybe gay people are okay. I don't know. I don't know. Like, that's why I feel like sometimes I like talking about religion more, because I'm like, oh, look at my interesting perspective on stuff. Even if it's not interesting, I feel that way. So that's why maybe I talk about it more than other topics. Because I'm like, this is like an interesting perspective I have. Because I'm different. Look at me. Look at how different I am. I'm not different. The goddess Grey Girl, she says the same thing. Let's use what? The action? I guess, yes. Is this the one where you can, like, time your attacks? Okay, I need to pay attention here. Press A right before landing. Okay, good. I thought I missed that part. In my memory, like, the old Goomba grandpa taught you how to do that. Just before you press the A button, then you double jump. Okay, cool. Can you also block? Hold on right there. Okay. And then he pulls his hat down, right? Ah. Okay, cool. Where's my note about religion and stuff? I kind of skipped over this note. So where am I right now? I read the Song of Solomon. That book is a bit of a weird book. I could talk about that book a little bit too. After Song of Solomon comes Isaiah, which is an interesting book. So I guess maybe I'll talk a little bit about that later. Next week, maybe. There's a Psalm 147. Should I read it? Kind of forget what it says. I'm good. Psalm 147. Left. Oh, you did it. Oops. Too early. Okay, I'm done. Can I just end? How long is this psalm? It's pretty long. Okay. Praise the Lord, how good is it to sing your praises, how pleasant. The Lord builds up Jerusalem, he gathers the exiles of Israel, he heals broken-hearted, he determines the number of stars, he understands the number. Let us sing the humble by cast the wicked to the ground, sing the Lord grow, he calls the sky, and provide food. Extol Jerusalem, for his strength is above your gate, bless your people against the peace, he sends his command to the earth. Where's the part that I didn't like? He has revealed the word to Jacob, his laws and decrees of Israel. Okay, this is the part. So to preface this little part, I've had this like head canon about like the Bible, and the Old Testament is about God reveals himself to the Jewish people, and he's like chooses the Jewish people to be his people, to proclaim his word or whatever, and to be his people. God chooses the Israelites and Jacob and Abraham or whatever. He reveals himself to them. In my mind, I'm always like, well, that's kind of mean. Why doesn't he reveal himself to the other nations? And so then when the other nations reject Israelites, it's like, it makes sense. Like, these people are coming in and they're like, believe in our God, and they're like, what God? We don't see him. He hasn't done anything for us. But in my mind, I'm like, well, what if God did reveal himself to them, but they just rejected him? So the Israelites were actually the only people who accepted God. So that's why they're like technically God's chosen people, because they were the ones who accepted him and codified his revelations or whatever. I'm gonna power jump on you. I can't do the timing. Oh, there it is. Okay. But Psalm 147 says nope. I know it's just a little verse, and I could kind of overlook it, like I overlook other verses if I wanted to. But verse 19, he has revealed his word to Jacob, his laws and decrees to Israel. He has done this for no other nation. They do not know his laws. Praise the Lord. What? Are you kidding me? Why would God do that? Why would he pick a nation and then tell them, like, anybody who doesn't believe in me, go kill them? Why is he pitting us against each other? That's a ridiculous thing for God to do. I don't like it, and I don't believe my God would do that. Why would he do that? Why would he pick one nation and be like, okay, you guys, I'll give you all the rules, and then if anybody doesn't follow the specific rules that I gave you and I didn't give to anybody else, then you have to kill them? That's so dumb. And it's not... I don't believe that I'm not a normal Christian. I'm not a normal religious person. Like, I don't believe that that's what happened. I don't believe that that's true. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't believe that God would do that. I believe that this is just man, kind of David or whoever wrote this psalm, and he just kind of wrote this thing at the end, and didn't really realize the implications of what he was writing. This isn't God. This isn't from God. I don't believe it's from God. Like, I don't believe that God would do that. Am I making sense? I don't feel like I am. I'm a Christian. I believe that God exists and Jesus is God. But I don't believe that God would create this world. I don't believe that this would be his system. I can't believe that, because that's a horrible God. Why would God needlessly create all this suffering and murder and death? Why would he pick one group of people and then it kind of doesn't fit with Christianity, because like the idea of Christianity is like, oh, we're all God's people and we can all go to heaven if we believe in Jesus. The Assyrians, the Canaanites, the Philistines, they were people, but they had no chance, because the Israelites had been killing them for the past 1,000 years. Why would they want to believe in their God? Especially if God didn't ever reveal himself to the Assyrians. The Assyrian, and like I mentioned before, like, life back then was so hard. They were just trying to get through life. And now they have these people killing them and being like, this is our land, and God says you have to give it to us. Like, what God? What are you talking about? Stop killing us. Your God is so great. Why does he want us to all die? Because you don't believe in him and you don't follow his rules. If you're the emissaries for this God, why would I want to follow that God? He sucks. He kills people. Is that what your God believes? That killing people is okay just because they're like different from you? Well, you're like following false idols. False idols? They're the only idols that exist. Your God doesn't even exist. I've never seen him do anything. But remember that time, like, we built an idol, and there's a story in the Bible where, like, they built an idol, and then another, and they're like, you pray to your God, and I'll pray to my God, and we'll see whichever idol explodes or something. And then, like, the Jewish idol explodes, and they're like, see, our God exists. I've already been there. Where am I supposed to go now? Brenda, you know that you're much too lazy and that I could never afford to live that kind of life. Oh, but Brenda and I would always know how to survive. Whoa. Whoa. I think this is like a dojo where you fight these guys. I don't want to do that. And that's all I know about Brenda and Eddie. I tell you again, but I told you already. And here we are, waving Brenda and Eddie goodbye. Maybe this pipe. This is nice. Luigi's singing in his house. My brother. Why doesn't Luigi come with you? Luigi, the princess was captured. We gotta go save her. I got stuff to do today. So, Luigi wants to go on the adventure, and you're just like, nah, you stay here. I got this Goomba. Someone has to look after the house? What are you talking about? Someone's gotta look after the house. So I can't go. I would go. If I could. I'm sure somebody has made a joke about this, like Mario and Luigi live here, but this is Mario's house. Or maybe it's because of the last name thing, like, oh, it's their last name is Mario. So it's the Mario's house, Mario, and Luigi, Mario. How's this week going for you? Is it going okay? Am I doing a good job? One more episode, I think, today, and then that's it. I tell you again, but I told you already. I don't know if I really explained that note super great. Does that make sense? Like, it's complicated how I'm dealing with all this stuff, like, I don't know, the simplest way is just like, well, the problem is I don't really see the Bible and religion the way pretty much everybody else, all the other Christians I've ever met, deal with it. They're like, this is the literal revelation of God, and everything in the Bible is perfect, and it's never... And our interpretations are totally perfect interpretations. And so if you do anything different than our interpretations, then you're bad and you're sinning. The Bible was just written by dudes. So when whoever wrote that psalm, David or whoever, when he wrote, it's hard because, like, do I really believe in God? I don't know. If, like, I'm saying all this stuff, it kind of sounds like I don't. But I want to be a Christian, and I want to believe. I want to believe. I've been watching the X-Files. I am like Mulder. I've been liking the X-Files more. I tried to watch it a couple years ago. I wasn't into it. I think I was just kind of depressed in general, and I just wasn't enjoying anything. But I really like it now. I'm in the 3rd season. But I'll see you tomorrow.